Hello and welcome back to another episode of Puzzle Spy International, where we have a bomb to defuse. It doesn't feel like we actually have a countdown though, so I feel okay. Right, so what do we have? Print late trial wild, potato graft thin tone. Well, I mean that one is skin. Loose tabor zone bitter, that could be end, like a loose end, the bitter end, an end tabor in the end zone. Break button pillow payment. Not sure. These are different too, because like these are darker and these are like more gray. I feel like these make more sense. So maybe these are like a different approach. We'll see. Rehearsal party, TV date. That's dinner. No, it's the same. Dinner date, dinner party, dinner, like a rehearsal dinner for a wedding and a TV dinner. Sure. Mobile base free funeral. Home. Home base, home free. Mobile home, funeral home. Yeah. Chunk box fan order. Mail. Box mail order. Chunk mail, fan mail. And then looking, blowing, stained gas, the gas ceiling, stained gas. Okay, and then we have 4 of them here. So dinner, mail, home, and gas. So we're looking for one that has, and it's always like chunk mail, fan mail, mailbox mail order. I did realize that. I didn't explicitly state it, but yes. So we're looking for something that goes after dinner and home and before mail and gas. Which is interesting. Dinner. I don't know. Let's just move on for now. Choke. Hoard. Foot hoard. Hoard court or hoard firm. Sob story, ghost story, storybook story time. Key ring, onion ring, ring toss, ring finger. Puppy. Tough. Love? Love affair? Love seat? Yeah, those are things. Common sense. Common code. Stone code, code cuts, code war. Memory. Bank. Bank holiday, riverbank, bank accounts. Bank holiday, isn't that's a British thing too, right? To go bad, too bad, go bad, bad mouthing, bad apper, sure. Fuel, cell, sleeper cell, cell block, cell division, yes. Print, screen, print. Print is weird. Trial run. Run late, run wild. Print run, sure. Yeah, no, that is, it's fine. Breakdown. Button down as in a shirt. A down payment on a house. And down as in like what's inside the pillow. That seems right. Run, skin, end down. Skin. The thing is now it's like it's harder now, in my opinion, because there's already like I'm looking for something that goes in front of bank, but I already have memory and river here, so it's like really like it's harder to think away from those because I already have 2 here, right? Like I already have 2 connections for every one of them, so it just makes it like harder to think of new ones. I feel like. Okay. Happy end, happy down does not work. What goes with end? I can't think of anything right now. Bitter end, loose end. The end. Skin. Deep? Deep down, deep end, run deep, skin deep. Okay. Horde. Ring. Ring. Ringleader. Ring. Size. Ring. Ring. Horde. Hold on. Hold out. Hold up. Hold down. Hold. I don't know. Story does a lot of stuff that could go in front of that. Love. First love. True love. Hold true. Ring true. That does ring true. That hold true is a thing. True story, true love. I think that makes sense. Gas. Magnifying glass. Broken glass. Wine glass. Beer glass. I don't know. Mail. Snail mail. Chain mail. I don't know, I got nothing. Dinner. Jackets. Dinner. I don't know. That one's hard. Because I can't even really think of anything. For the other ones, I could at least like associate stuff and then figure it out. Here I got nothing. Alright, cold feet. Bad feet. That would work. But feet bank, that's not a thing. Feet cells. I mean, like there are like cells in your feet, but they're not specific enough to have like, you know, their own designation like that, I assume. Cold shoulder. Cold. Cold, what else can be cold? I mean everything, but what's like a thing? I don't know. Bank. Bank. River bank. Memory bank. Power bank. Power cell. Cold power. Bad power. I don't know. Bank. Man. Yeah, I don't know. What else can be code? Code shorter I like, but it doesn't work. Cell is also, I don't know. Yeah, power cell, and then power bank, that's gonna work. But I don't know, code power and bad power doesn't feel like that's the thing. What kind of cells are there? Prison cell. But code prison, bad prison. And bank, I mean, obviously, yeah, there's like the the finance kind of bank. That's not like, here yet because you have river in memory, but I don't know, there's not like a word for that, right? Like it's just a bank. I don't think bank means anything else. I mean, it means more than the financial bank, because like it's river bank, memory bank, but there's no, I don't know. If you don't know, how would you, what is the definition for like bank in the river bank sense? It's just like a thing that's there, like a, a bunch of stuff. And a memory bank is just like something that has a lot of memories in it. If at least we had one of the two on the right, because then we could like start guessing the middle word too, and then maybe go from there. But since we have the two on the left, like deep and true, man, I feel like I'm not having a good puzzling day. Oh man. Dinner. Home. Homeschooled. Home cooked. Home plate. Home. I guess, is plate mail a thing? That is a thing. That's like an armor thing too, right? But plate glass is not a thing, I think. Or is it? Because a home plate is a thing. And a dinner plate is a thing. I'm not sure if plate is right here though. It's a little bit weird because home plate is like the same as home base, basically. I think. I mean, like a glass, like a plate of glass, would that be called plate glass? I don't know. Maybe. Let's write it in. And then we need this still. And I guess home base is maybe more like home plate is specifically the baseball home plate, right? And home base is the same thing because like first base, second base, third base, home base. But like a home base could be like something like not baseball related, also maybe. I don't know. But I don't know what the last word here is. Well, second to last, I guess. The last of the outside ones before we get the solution here. Maybe. Okay, let's see. Deep and plate. Well, deep, true, and plate. Deep. Deep. I just always want to say down. It's not down. Deep. Deep space. Space plate. True space. I don't know. Deep water. True water. No. What kind of plates are there? Deep dish. Deep. Come on. Deep vein. Thrombosis. Deep purple. True purple. Purple plate. Probably not. Deep. Are we even... Okay, let's check answers. I'm pretty confident in everything now. Yes. Everything's right so far. We just don't have this one. So plate class is a thing. It sounds really odd to me. Because it sounds... Well, I mean, I don't know. It feels like that would be like a glass pane. But I guess plate class might be like a specific... Whatever, it's fine. God. Cold. Oh, plate. Things like ending in plate, there can't be that many. I mean, the different like plates, as in like, you know, like dishware stuff, where you like eat like dinner plate or whatever. You can have like whatever. But I don't know. I'm not sure how many of those are like called something plate. Because like a soup would be a bowl, not a plate, right? And then like a smaller dessert plate, I guess maybe something like that. You could call that, but I don't know. What plates are there? Don't know. And then you could have like lots of descriptors, like they could be round plates or flat plates or whatever. I don't know. There's like a lot of stuff you could do with that, but that doesn't seem right. You could also have like a material maybe, but I don't know. It doesn't feel like it's that type of plate, like the dish plate. I got nothing. True story, true love, true crime, deep crime. True blood, true detective, true lies, true... God, I got nothing. nothing. That's an issue. Oh man, that's gotta be. I gotta be able to get this. Come on, chord. Let's go back to chord. Chord feet. Chord shoulder. Chord. What else can be chord? I don't have any ideas. Chord. Bank. Blood bank. Cold blood. Bad bloods. Blood cell. Okay, yes, yes, yes. It's a Bon Iver song too, right? I think it's called Blood Bank. Anyway, it's a place where there's a lot of blood. Bank is like a weird word if you think about it. Anyway. Okay. Deep. True. Blade blood. Red blood. Pure blood. Half blood. Let's get away from muggers and stuff. I don't know. I thought this would make it easier, but like blood doesn't really help. What goes with blood? Because I was thinking blood before for the other thing, for true blood. Well, not really. That was more of a joke. But, you know, I did say it. Because I was just listing media properties, movies, TV shows that had the, you know, title, but the first word is true. Anyway, and blood is correct. Yes. Blood is weird. Fresh blood. New blood. Same thing really, but it doesn't really work with the left side of the R. I don't know. Deep sea. Deep ocean. Ocean plate. What goes with plate? Like I got nothing. Are we doing, wait, because like these all go here, and then this goes here, and this goes here, but then the green goes through here, and the blue goes through here. So why are there two lines? Why isn't there just one line? Does that mean anything? Because it feels weird. Like these are both green, right? And they both go here, and it's true story, true love. But then the green goes through here. What does that mean? Why is it so many lines? Because that would imply to me that it's not just true that goes in front of this, but it's all of these or something. But that won't work. There's not gonna be a word that is like after run and skin and hold and ring and cold and bad and dinner and home and before the other ones. That doesn't work. But why have 2 lines from the solutions of the puzzles there to the other one, to the middle one, to the final solution? Deep, 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 deep down, deep end, deep meaning, deep state, deep freeze, deep sleep, true sleep, sleep plate if you sleep on a plate. Sleep blood doesn't really work. I don't know. Deep true plate blood. What is this? I can't think of anything. No, I got nothing. I can only think of like individual ones here, but nothing that like ties everything together. Blood. Royal blood. Blue blood. Yeah, fresh blood, new blood. Blood. Something blood. Red blood. As in like red-blooded, I guess, but that's not really a thing. Also, the colors don't really work, I think. I mean, it could be a deep color, but it can't be any color plates. Well, it can be, but that's stupid. And then also true color is also weird. Blood. I got nothing. I really don't know what this is. And it feels impossible to tie together to me. That's like the issue. Like, you know, I was struggling with plate and blood, but like, yeah, I mean that makes sense. Cold blood, bad blood, those are things. Like I could get to that. I can't see a way. I might need a hint, honestly, and I hate it. I have no idea what this is. I don't want to take a hint though. I mean, there's like 1 or 2 ways I feel like this is gonna go. One is gonna be I'm gonna feel like an idiot because it's very obvious and I should have seen it, or it's something that I just don't get. And then I definitely do need the hint, but I don't know which way it is. Because if it's the first one, then I don't want to take the hint yet, because then I might still figure it out. But I don't see a way for this to go well. Basically, I'm gonna be upset either way, because either I'm gonna be unhappy with what the solution is because it makes no sense to me, or I'm gonna be unhappy because I wasn't able to find the solution. I don't know. Give me a hint. That's a useless hint. 16 spaces around with words. Yes, I know. The order of a film makes compound. Yes. 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 No, okay, that's still not enough. B. Deep below. Deep. What? Deep. Bark. Like a really low bark from a dog. Deep bass. True bass. Well, bass is already on the list here. It can't be bass. Bass plate would make sense again, but bass blood doesn't really. Not bad blood. I don't know. What is a blue plate? I ruled out blue. Blue plates. Yes, give me your cookies. Being a main course usually offered at a special price in a restaurant. I've never heard that in my life. That's weak though. And true blue is also weird. Was true blue marked by unswerving loyalty? I don't think I've ever heard that either. Like deep blue, sure, like a deep blue, like a color, yes, like light blue, deep blue, sure. And blue blood, as in, yes, those make sense. But true blue and blue plate, I've never ever heard. I feel like. No, I haven't. Like I would remember. I don't know. And I've consumed a lot of like English language stuff, but I've never heard true blue or blue plate. There's a Madonna song called True Blue too. I've not heard it. I don't know. It's an album even that's called True Blue. A Madonna album. I've never heard that in my life. Either. I don't, I am not like super familiar. What's on that? La Isla Bonita. I have heard that probably. I think that's a song I know. It was the 5th single though. Live to Tell doesn't ring a bell. Papa Don't Preach. Okay, no, I do know that. True Blue, I've not. I don't know. Maybe I've heard it. There's a good chance. But like I don't know the title. So I don't know. It doesn't ring a bell. Or Open Your Heart also doesn't sound familiar at all. What else is on that album? Papa don't preach, open your heart. White heat, live to tell, where's the party? True blue, La Isla Bonita, Chimmy Chimmy, love makes the world go round. Yeah, I don't know. Give me the lyrics to True Blue. See if maybe I do know them. What's the chorus? Because it's true love, you're the one I'm dreaming of. Your heart fits me like a glove, and I'm gonna be true blue, baby, I love you. That does not sound like I've ever heard it in my life. These words don't mean anything. Well, I mean they mean something, but as a lyric I've never heard them, I think. All right, so I'm just unhappy with this. That's okay. Phew, got the blue wire and chased it, sure. I guess we could have guessed, but I never saw the bomb. I wasn't really thinking about the bomb anymore at all. I was just thinking about the words, but like knowing that we were like trying to figure out which wire to cut. Yeah, that would have made sense to guess the color. And then I could have gotten us there, but that, you know, I didn't actually see a bomb. I'm upset. Anyway. Fifi, Madame L'Orange, the whole building is safe. Whatever, I don't care. Larson and his crew are gone. Or Larson, because he's French. And so is this Latini giant. But what they left behind, besides the bomb, of course, is a big pile of baggage tags. From all over the world, Larson could have gone anywhere. Let's see if we can figure out where. I need a pick-me-up here. Please make sense to me. We'll do a lot of snorkeling. Heat trip to the Great Barrier Reef. On our last ocean liner trip, the accommodations very cramped. There's something wrong. So like, we're pretty cramped. So that goes here, but like, how do I put this? Where do I put this? On tour of Scandinavia will end Oslo. And then so DIN. But I don't know what to do with that. Because I thought, like, you know, you could put it here and then you could maybe see, but it does not seem to be how that works. So how do I know the thing? And I don't know where to put them. Like, there's no good way of like arranging this, I feel like, because like everything's in the way. Anyway, we made no reservations at the fanciest restaurant in Sydney. Made dinner reservations. She traveled throughout Mexico to learn about RNA. Mesoamerican art. We did Nook, our accommodations, when we stayed in Bombay. Not like, maybe? I spoke with 2 locals and each knew several great nightlife spots. Yeah. So HKN. Visiting Kauai, we toured the whole land by helicopter, the whole island. The smart traveler Opor first class reservations. Opts for We want to groom souvenirs at the market before our flight. Grab some, maybe. We love San Francisco and would gladly visit California again. Gladly, maybe? The Kingdom of Swaziland is also called Eswatini by its natives, so that clears that up too. In Vienna, we plan to see Pavarotti. Who's Pavarotti? Sing at the Operoos, the opera house, of course. I could do other things in Vienna too. Found some lovely glassware in a little shop. In Venice, Italy. All of our New York triave included seeing shows on Broadway. Trips? Have? And then we should also finish this one because I never went back to it on the trip to the Great Barrier Reef. Cramming in brunch, a hike, and a tour makes for a long day. That's true. For a lengthy day. Upon arrival in the Maldives, hire a Siene to reach another tower. What are we hiring? A seaplane? In Egypt, Briey, we needed to visit special historical sites. A bribe? Maybe? Needed? When driving in England, remember to keep on the roads. Yes, definitely keep on the roads. Or keep left. You'll have a home at the Costa Rica Volcanic Springs. Well, we're not missing anything. You will have a home at the Costa Rica Volcanic Springs. Is there nothing missing on this one? I don't know. Between lost luggage and the monsoon, the trip was a total FCO. Fiasco? Yes. When visiting Alaska in summer, blot curtains help you sleep blackout. Or you just sleep with the sun, just don't be a baby. It will take a day of travel to get from Amsterdam to Zurich by train, sure, maybe. My friends are ailing to Japan for Cherry Blossom Festival. Are going. The cruise Philp, I'm sorry. Early, so we should make a reservation soon. Fills up early, and then we have 4 days can be enough to see Rio, but a week would be better. And then we have, which one didn't have a missing? You will have a home. At the Costa Rica Volcanic Springs. What? Where does the TTI go? Hot time. You can also have a home there. I don't know. Now I don't know how to get letters out of this though. Because I'm guessing this is 26, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26. It is indeed. order the tags, maybe? Just the first letter in all of them. What? Oh, no, where am I? There. Order the tags alphabetically. Alright, sure. ABS feels like a good starting point. AH, AP, AO. So are the A's? I feel like it is. BAM comes next. Any C's? No. But we have a D. An E. How many E's? More than one. Or is a C there? It's hiding in plain sight. Okay, where are we at? E. No F's. So G. H. I. No case. L. MNOP. S. T. Y. But now what? I'm not sure. Because it can't just be the starting letters again. A, B, C, D, E, G, H, I, L, O, P. Second letter, B, H, P, Y, E, K. That doesn't really spell anything, does it? Last letter? Solo. Monis. Let's see what it spells. Solomon Island. Islands. South Pacific. Sure, that was much better. That makes sense. Much more than true blue plate. Anyway, just it. They're going to the Solomon Islands. The only airport in the puzzle from Solomon Islands is this one from Ulava. I never even looked at the locations. I better call into Friday, sure. Friday, this is Agent Epsilon reporting in from Paris. How's my favorite field agent doing? I need you to get me to the Solomon Islands, specifically Ulava Island. Wow, that's quite a distance, and there's going to be several different connections. When can you be ready to go? Time is of the essence, so let's get a move on. Then get a move on to Orly. Thanks for the help Friday, I'm on my way. Where are we stopping? Tehran, Bombay, Bangkok, and then the Solomon Islands, I'm guessing. Abel Tuaide, I don't know. Agent Epsilon, welcome to Lava. I'm Abel Tuaide, I don't know. Police captain, your field liaison Friday called ahead and asked me to meet you here. He's filled you in on the situation? A little? Something about a diamond theft? Oh, it's much more than that. Jules Larson and his ring of jewels thieves have some kind of super laser. They're going to use it to extort countries around the world by threatening them with the laser. I get that. If you point that laser at me, I do whatever you want to. I have to keep that in mind. You're already flirting. I didn't even click the flirty options yet. I don't have a laser, but can you help me track down Jules Larson? For you, no laser required. He arrived late this morning. That's his plane over there. Which one? You're pointing like that way. This one? I didn't store it in a hangar? Do you see any hangars? Here in Ulava, we put the field in the airfield. It would be brilliant if we could search that plane. I thought so too. That's why I already got a warrant and took a look. Smashing. What do you find? Mostly junk, but here's one thing I know you'll want to see. You any good at puzzles? I don't know, honestly. It depends. Does it like you utilize like weird, very specific idioms that I've never heard of in my life? Because then I don't know. If it's more logic based, then sure. Adapt a bit. Let's have a look. But we'll do that next time, I guess. Yeah, no, we will. This looks more doable. We'll fill in words in these, and then like whatever we have like a grid, and we have directions, and it's like a crossword thing. I like it already, even though it might be really hard too. But anyway, that's it for this one. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.